Hi everybody, I have been gone for a while. I am sorry that I didn't get a video up on Sunday. I am the Sunday host for the Biophilic Alternative, but I wanted to go ahead and get this video up mainly because it is such a significant event happening on Friday, which is the Blue Moon in Aquarius. Now, that'll be happening July 31st. Of course, Lammas or Lunasa, whichever you call it, for your particular path, will be also happening on the 1st of August, right the next day. And we've had some significant events that led up to the Blue Moon. So this one is a very special time, and it is an awesome time for everybody to take advantage of the energy flows. The beginning of the month kicked off with the full moon in Capricorn on July 1st. Now that was a very demanding moon. It demanded your work. It demanded you to work at your dreams. There was going to be things that you had to... Capricorn's ruled by Saturn, and Saturn wants you to work for what you want. It wants to see the effort put into the mix so that you can achieve your goals. The month is the final shakeup of the Cardinal Grand Cross that happened since 2012, and so this summer has been a wild ride for everyone, with lots of ups and downs, and not necessarily bad energy, not necessarily good energy, just kind of a chaotic energy. It's shaking off some things, it's bringing in some new things, it's keeping everybody extremely busy. It's just the kind of energy flow that was expected. This was supposed to be a long, bumpy summer, and it has proven to be so. And it is not over quite yet. Although the Uranus and Pluto square is winding down, it is in its final shakeup period. So there have been a lot of changes, and if you're not willing to make those changes on your own, Uranus and Pluto will do it for you. And it may not be exactly the way you would like it to be, because they will do the change that is necessary regardless. And so Uranus is sort of like the tower in the tarot. It's just gonna blow it up and make you move on whether you want to or not. So if you work at what you want to change and you put forth that work, Pluto will reward you. If not, Uranus will shake it up, and it will, between the two of them, they will force the change on you one way or the other. This time is also marked with Regulus, the heart of the lion. That is the giant red star, the fixed star in the sign of Leo. Now, it has been in Leo for the last 2100 years or so, and it is a very slow moving, because it's a fixed star, it's very slow moving. And so the last time that this star was in Virgo, it would have been around 26,000 years ago. Now that's significant to the ancients because they did a lot of marking of a lot of the ancient architecture, a lot of the ancient calendars, a lot of the places on the earth that hold some of the most powerful mysteries and stuff were all marked into this area of time around 26,000 years ago. So it is significant that the heart of the lion is now moving into a position where it was around 26,000 years ago. So the the other part to Regulus being in Virgo is that it's at 0 degrees Virgo right now. Venus on the 26th of July, just a day ago, it stopped in its forward movement on top of Regulus at 0 degrees Virgo. And now it is starting back into retrograde. So the planet of love stops on top of the heart of the lion as the heart of the lion moved into the feminine, into a goddess energy. So it is representing of a lot of significance around love, around opening up of the heart, of moving it into the feminine energy of love. And so that is just one of the major retrogrades that just started right on top of all of this. But it is also, along with Uranus started going into retrograde the same very day. And also it's now joining Saturn, Neptune, and Pluto. So we have a lot of retrograde energy out there, which is a time of revisiting, reflection, and taking stock before moving forward. This is a period of transitions, and transitions are the key to the energy that is building right now. You have to remember that chaos and the hectic pace and stuff that has been going on is part of that cardinal grand cross and all of the stuff that's been happening. But now the moon is going to ask you to stop. It's going to ask you to stop and look at the bigger picture around you and start to assess what you need to into moving forward, to look within your own heart, to bring about what you have needing to be focusing on. It's going to ask you what areas of your life you've been ignoring the facts, neglecting truth, or what situations you've been putting off handling. It's not always easy to face life head on, but this is what it's demanding at this time. And the moon is not only encouraging you, but it's actually demanding it. It's not asking, it's telling you, basically, that this is what you've got to do. But this moon is surrounded with a whole series of once-in-a-lifetime chances and opportunities. And so this is the time, really, to jump into the new possibilities that you've been dreaming of. Venus, the planet of love, is in retrograde, which means heavy connection to romantic relationships, the kind of relationships that comes around once in a blue moon. For those of you who have a north node in Leo, as Venus approaches that north node, the day that it goes over the north node in your chart will be a day of the possibility of meeting a very significant person to your life. This person will have more like a destined place in your life, someone that you were destined to meet, someone that will heavily influence you, whether it be romantic love, which is high possibility with Venus and the north node of the moon, but it can also be a very significant, impactful relationship to your life. So for those of you who know where your north node is in Leo, be looking towards that. I know I have a north node in Leo, so I have already figured out the day that it will be going back over. And I've also figured the day that it went over the first time too. And yes, something significant happened that day, but we'll see if it continues to move on. The full moon will be shining a light of truth deep within our hearts. So the magic focus will be what is in our heart of hearts. So sometimes the most wonderful aspects can be sometimes the most terrifying thought processes to come to fruition. But whatever those deep-seated dreams, visions, plans, thoughts of what you want to do to drive forward in your life, this is the time that you have the energy in your corner to drive it forward. So remember that nothing amazing comes from staying in our own comfort zone. So sometimes we have to step out of the comfort zone so that we can realize and bring into our life those dreams and visions that we want. Aquarian energy is the marking of the new age. It is a fixed air, but it's ruled by the shaker of things, and that is Uranus, the electrically charged planet of change. And if you use this energy wisely and implement those blossoming dreams and hidden desires to leap forward into the limitless new sea of possibilities, you are destined for a great reward in your life. The lion is awakening to the heart of the goddess now, and so now the balance is nearly achieved in the patriarchy versus the matriarchy. The lion is now blending with the feminine energy in his heart chakra. So that is very, very significant. Regulus is associated with generosity and ambition, and if it's well aspected, it can raise a person to high positions in life and denote successful activity, prominence, and wealth. So it's also fueled by the same kind of nature that Mars and Jupiter use, and what we're kind of used to in that kind of energy. That's the same sort of energy, a combination of those two, Mars and Jupiter, involved into the energy of Regulus, this beautiful red star in the sky right now. So I just really wanted to get this video out so that y'all would have time to kind of reflect for a day or two. And get your thoughts set for your full moon magic or rituals, or just setting your intentions. It doesn't matter how you do these things, just as long as you have a thought process on exactly what it is that you wish to move forward and achieve. Setting those intentions is the first step to seeing them come true. And I just want to give everyone blessings for the full moon if I don't talk to you before then. And just remember, it's the full moon of endless possibilities. And the blue moon won't happen again until I think somewhere like 2018. I haven't fully researched that, but somewhere I saw 2018. I just need to confirm that. I haven't. Seems like an awful long time for another blue moon to be coming around. So y'all have a blessed evening, and I am off to bed. Thanks. Bye.